You don't hear it coming. You don't see it on radar. And by the time defenses react, it's already too late. This is the B-21 Raider, America's newest stealth bomber, shaped in secrecy for over a decade and finally stepping out of the shadows. Built for a world of long-range missiles, satellite tracking, and radar networks that span continents, the Raider is not a prototype anymore. It's flying, it's testing, and it's rewriting the balance of global air power. For decades, America relied on aging icons, the B-52, born before Elvis's first hit, the B-1B, built for wars that never came, and the B-2, powerful but too rare to dominate. Meanwhile, China and Russia filled their skies with radars and missile belts. Sending traditional bombers into those defenses would be suicide. The Air Force needed a survivor, one that could adapt, hide, and strike deep. That answer was the B-21 Raider. Conceived as a stealth platform that could be produced affordably and in numbers large enough to matter, it stayed hidden for years, only whispers, renderings, and blurred photos hinted at its form. Then, on November 10, 2023, in Palmdale, California, the curtain lifted. The first Raider rose silently from Plant 42, America's first new stealth bomber since the Cold War. By 2024, it was testing at Edwards Air Force Base, the home of legends like the X-planes. Engineers ran climb trials, low-level runs, and stealth tests against cutting-edge radar. In 2025, a second Raider joined the fleet, proof the design could be built again. The rumor had become reality. Ellsworth Air Force Base in South Dakota will be the Raider's first operational home. Vast climate-controlled hangars are being built to protect its stealth coating, simulators to train its crews, and hardened networks to link it directly to Washington. Whiteman in Missouri and Dias in Texas will follow. America is building not just an aircraft, but an entire ecosystem to keep it flying into the 2070s. At first glance, the Raider looks like a smaller B-2, but look closer and the refinements show. Its air inlets are smoother, its exhaust hidden deep within the wing, it seems aligned to scatter radar across every frequency. Even its coatings are tougher, built for daily use rather than museum-level care. If the B-2 was a jewel, delicate and rare, the B-21 is a blade, forged to be drawn again and again. Its real weapon, though, is software. The Raider was built with open systems architecture, a digital backbone that allows upgrades in months, not decades. It can evolve like a smartphone, adapting to new radars, electronic warfare systems, or even hypersonic payloads. When enemies like China and Russia roll out new defenses, the Raider can update just as fast. It's not locked in 2025, it's built to grow with every threat. Its missions are just as versatile. The B-21 will carry the AGM-181 long-range standoff missile, capable of striking targets thousands of miles away while remaining invisible. In conventional roles, it can drop precision bombs, cruise missiles, and eventually hypersonic weapons. When a Raider takes off, no one knows if it carries nuclear or conventional arms, and that uncertainty itself is power. Nowhere is that power more vital than in the Pacific. China's anti-access, denial shield, blankets the region with radar and missile batteries designed to push the US out. The Raider was built to pierce that wall, launching from the mainland or Guam, slipping through defenses, and destroying command centers and missile sites to open corridors for fighters and drones to follow. Survival in modern air combat is about layers, stealth geometry, electronic warfare, and secure, low-detection communications. The Raider can jam radars, feed them false targets, and defend itself from cyber attacks. And because of its modular design, new defenses can be installed in months. It's not just stealth, it's intelligence in motion. But its toughest battle isn't in the sky, it's in the factory. Building stealth bombers is like crafting miracles by hand. The B-2 was supposed to number over 100, only 21 were built, each costing billions. The F-35 faced its own delays and overruns. Northrop Grumman promised this time would be different: modular design, digital twins to catch flaws early, and simplified parts to keep production smooth. Still, 2025 brought reality checks, supply chain delays, composite shortages, and microscopic tolerances that can ruin an entire aircraft. Costs rose, and Congress began to worry. Generals warned that delays would leave America relying on bombers older than their pilots. The Raider now walks a tightrope. It must prove it can be mass-produced without becoming another cautionary tale. At Edwards Air Force Base, testing continues in silence. Each flight generates terabytes of data as engineers refine its digital twin. The Air Force won't reveal its range or radar signature. Secrecy is part of its weapon. Adversaries must always assume the worst. Nuclear certification will come later this decade, but conventional operations may begin even sooner. Together, the Raider and the AGM-181 missile form a strike system unmatched anywhere, a stealth aircraft launching stealth weapons from across the planet. Each B-21 that rolls off the line strengthens a legacy, from the B-52 that carried the Cold War, to the B-2 that made stealth real. Now the B-21 Raider carries that mantle into the future, built to slip through the world's deadliest skies and remind every rival that U.S. air power is not a memory, but a shadow that still commands the sky. And as the Raider takes flight, whispers grow louder about another machine, the F-47, said to be the first true sixth-generation fighter. In our next episode, we'll find out how much of that legend is real. This is modern warfare, and the future has already taken off.